The more you study languages, the more you realize just how much racism is baked into them. Take, for example, the story of Tarzan, which has some pretty obvious racialized themes. The civilized white man living amongst the uncivilized apes. If you ask me, it doesn't get much more clear-cut than that. But there's always people who make a different argument. They say, oh, it's not explicitly about race. You can't make that assumption. And then you find out that the name Tarzan literally means white skin. Like, the author could not have been more explicit. And then there's the word gorilla, which has a really problematic origin story. So it starts with this guy called Hanno the Navigator, who lived in ancient Greece like 2,000 years ago, and he was one of the first Europeans to explore sub-Saharan Africa. And at one point, they came across, quote, savages whom our interpreters called gorillas. Do you realize what happened? The term gorilai entered ancient Greek meaning an African tribe. And then, 2,000 years later, this dude named the species gorilla after the ancient Greek term. We named a species of ape after an African tribe. Stuff like this makes linguistics and etymology really frustrating to learn, but I think it's super important that we educate people about this, because this kind of stuff isn't talked about nearly enough.